Now that we have created our pattern in PatternMaster Boutique Design Styles, we are now going to open it in Pattern Editor. I've already got mine up, but all you have to do is go to your open. I'm not going to, I'm going to save my drawing. I'm going to open and go to my jacket name and then click open. Leave your patterns grouped, okay? This I've been working with. Yours will be a little bit different looking. And then you hit open. I've already got this file open, so I'm going to hit cancel right here. And this is what you're going to get, okay? Yours are going to be arranged a little bit differently because I've already gone in and arranged these, but this is what you're going to end up getting. What you need to do, first of all, is to, let me zoom out. You're going to want to, here's your slopers. The ones that are already in purple. These are your slopers. You're going to want to separate them out and move them up to this side of the screen. Here's your sleeve. We're not going to be making any changes to it. Now we're going to create a new front facing, so we can really delete this one. But I'm going to keep it for now. Alright, now here is your back facing. That's my dog. Has got something's wrong with his ears. Here's the back facing. Now that's these three are out of the fashion fabric. These two pieces are your linings. Get them out of the way. Now here are the jacket body pieces right here. These are the ones that we're going to be using to create the different style. You're going to want to copy those. To do that, you're going to want to go to this tool here, go to your tools, copy objects, see what the tool looks like, or hit CO. Copy objects, it's going to default into a 1. You just put how many copies you want and hit apply. You'll get your crosshairs, click hold, and move them out of the way. Now, what you're going to do with these copies here is what I've done down here. ZS, I'm going to zoom selected. Each one of these have been perfectly aligned. I'm going to zoom in to this intersection of this pattern piece and this pattern piece at this point. So I ZW zoom windowed. These are perfectly aligned. Now you cannot achieve this perfect alignment through the align tool. Unless you have a monster screen. This a typical computer screen is not large enough to allow you to really get in with those fine details. You've got to use your zoom tool. Let's go to zoom selected. Okay, but that's what I've done. I've aligned everything perfectly from this point to this point. If these are still grouped, it's easy for them to shift and move in a straight vertical or horizontal angle. Okay, they're not going to skew and tilt, in other words, is what I'm trying to say. So get these aligned. Now, once you get those aligned, we're going over to this one right here, and we're going to make some reference marks. Let me zoom selected. We need to place some just visual markers for the waistline, the high hip line, there's my dog again, and the hip line, and what they say the finished length is going to be. I'm just going to put a little marker on that. Let's do that one first. I think I have to ungroup this pattern piece first. I'm going to select this line because I want the measurement to come from here and measure down. So then we're going to locate a point, snap to the end to measure from. We're going to measure from this end And we want, it says it's supposed to be a 28-inch jacket. So let's apply that point. Here's 28 inches. That's what they say the jacket length is supposed to be, approximately. So let's put a text in there so we know what that point is. And we're going to select that and move it close. Let's do a zoom window. And then we're going to also see if we can, no. Okay, that'll work. Let's see if we can, if we select that and do text again, TE, we can modify it. Let's get in here and modify it. 28 inches. Let's select it again and get it out of the way. Okay, let's go back to the zoom previous. So our jacket length is supposed to be at 28 inches. Now let's place some horizontal lines. First line we want to place is at the waistline. You can tell where that is rather, by the darting. See how the darting comes in right here to the waistline. It goes down to, here's your hip line right here. Also they have marks. These little slash marks here, this is your waist right there. That's your waistline placement. So let's draw a line. It's going to be here, and it's a LI. Here's a trick. Hold down your control key. Click on the far side. Keep holding that control key and stretch it over. I need to make this a little bit longer because what I'm going to do is select it and move it over to intersect here. Now let's zoom the window, ZW, zoom window in here. Did we get it on our waistline? Did we do it? Oh, we did. Oh my gosh. Okay, exact placement. ZP for zoom previous. Now let's put a text in. Deselect. Text. Here's our waistline. One thing I did forget to mention is that you can generally set the colors and the style of line down here and how wide you want the line. I'm keeping my line wide on these two particular points simply because I want to have that bold visual reference. Let's place the hip line. Actually, you know what we can do here? Watch this. This is going to be so much easier. Watch this. Copy object, CO. One copy. Okay, how are we going to do it? Come on. I messed up. Hold on. Yeah, I messed that up. Okay, let's try that again. I forgot something. Okay, copy object 1. Apply. It's ready for me to drag. So let's drag this down to the hip line. Alright, let's ZW for zoom window down here. Didn't quite make it, so let's get that adjusted down. There we go. ZP for zoom previous. Now let's put a text in right here. Although this shows you different things, that you can adjust the height, the rotation has never worked for me. The color has never worked for me except for to show that color in here. It doesn't apply outside. I don't know why. All right, now what I want to get, we know that this is an 8-inch hip drop from our client chart measurements, but let's go ahead and measure it. I want a zoom window ZW to right here. Let's MS for measure. We're going to start at the bottom in the center because we can hold down our control key. Come on, you knothead. And then go all the way up to here. Should be about 8 inches. .015. Okay, let's do a line. Well, we need to close that out. Let's do a line. Hold down your control key, put it in the center, go up here. On this line, we are going to locate the midpoint. Now let's copy this line, CO1, drag it down to that midpoint. Let's zoom previous, ZP. We are going to click outside and do another text. And this is the high hip line. All right, we've got our visual markers here. Let's save this so we don't lose it. All right, now some of your measurements, let me just zoom in right quick. I'm a very tiny person. I don't have much of a hip, really. This is a very pronounced dart, but look how angular this dart is. If you have very large darts that are angular, you're going to want to go in here and smooth them out with your arc tool before you actually, if you're wanting to create a working pattern, you really want to go in there and smooth those out like this. Hit your arc tool. We're going to smooth out this point right here. Click, click, smooth. And then you've got a very nice rounded edge to the inside, and you won't have that jag. So that's when you want to do, when you're really getting serious about doing a working pattern. All I'm doing at this moment is demonstrating how to do all the functions on this and to create new style lines. As of this recording, ex-smoker here, as of this recording, I have not cut this finished restyling out into a test fit garment yet. I have purchased this pattern and looked at the pieces before. I've lost this pattern now, which is really a bummer, but maybe not. Maybe it's good that I have to recreate it. We'll see. I'm not an expert. I'm gonna keep on saying that. Other people who have worked with this system for years may look at me and tell me that I'm a total idiot for what I'm doing. Maybe so, but that's okay. Here's what I learned how to do. Now that we have our visual reference lines, we know that this is an 8-inch drop here, so from here to here and here to here is going to be 4 inches. We also want the same, we've got a swoop that's going to happen, a curvature that'll happen from this inside of the dart from here to probably right around halfway in here. This will probably, sorry, curve down to about halfway in here. This piece here will follow that line as well as create a new line here that should go about halfway down into here. And then the final arc will be from the center front of the jacket down to here. So those are the 3 arcs that we have to make. And I'll show you how to make that in the next segment. This segment here is complete for now. We've got all of our reference lines, all of our reference points marked where we can get a visual reference. If you want to fine-tune this in the meantime and plot your own reference lines, do so. Make sure you do them in a different color, okay? Let's say you want a purple. Let's just create a purple line. There's your purple line, okay? Just make sure that you do it in different colors so that you know exactly what color is for what. It's just easier to keep track of things if you create a system for yourself. Okay, that's the end of part 2. I hope you enjoyed it. You all have a great day and stay tuned for part 3.